Hello and welcome to this kinda new series where I'm going to be taking my Total War tactics idea, which is normally for battles, and applying it to campaign. So it's just going to be different tricks and tactics and strategies that you can use in your campaign to try and get ahead, whether it be with your armies, your economy, your characters. It could be about anything. But I cannot do this alone. I will be calling on you good people to assist me with this series. So do stick around at the end if you are interested in getting involved. So this first one's going to be fairly simple and more for newer players, but it'll get the ball rolling on this series. It's going to be all about using our spies and heroes to gather information and knowledge on the enemy, allowing us to make much more informed decisions. So, let us begin. So, quite simply, we're just going to be making good use of our heroes as spies to try and gather information on the enemy so we can see what's up ahead and know what we're walking into or what may be walking towards us. So here I am as the Empire being besieged by Norska, but that's no bother. My bigger concern is old Musion over here, who I am at war with, and they've got two cities there which I want to take. I've got an army here ready to go, but I can't see what they've got. The fog of war is keeping me from knowing what I'm running into with old Balthazar Gelt. So I'm going to send my Empire captain here to go and scout ahead and try to reveal any information that he can about what I may be running into, so that of course I don't put myself in any sticky situations. Now turn on, I've got that extra movement range, we'll move up, and oh scheisse, there's a full stack at the capital. That's what I'd be running into. If I go up a little bit further, I can see there's another half stack not too far away, so it's going to be pretty tough to take out both of those with just lone Balthazar Gelt and his army. I'm probably going to need a second army, because if I attack one of these cities, there's a good chance the other one is going to come over to try and save it. So I'm not going to be able to take on two full stacks, including the garrison, with my one Balthazar Gelt army. So I know I'm going to need some help, or one of those armies to disappear. Now any hero can really do this job, whether they're a melee hero, a wizard, or just any specific role hero. They can all do the same thing. If they've got eyes, they'll be able to see things and gather information. And that's really the important thing overall. Of course, if you get close to enemy armies, you can see what's inside them as well, which is very useful. Or we can use our actions, but we do have to be careful, of course, of being assassinated by enemy heroes as well. Now, another useful way to use our heroes in this fashion is to gather information on people who may become our enemies. We can use the overlays on the map here to try and find out who does and doesn't like us. The colours are fairly self-explanatory. Green is obviously friendly, yellow is unsure, and red is people who don't really like you. So we can use this to predict who may try and come to war with us in the future. For example, we can look at the Crooked Moon here. They're very unfriendly, but they are improving. So they may go to war with us, but they should leave us alone. We've got Paravon here. They've got a little orange face, so it's unfriendly and deteriorating. So if that keeps deteriorating, because we've annoyed them a little bit, then they may declare war on us, and we'll have to be ready for that. So we can use the attitude map overlay to see who may try and come to war with us in the future. It's not guaranteed, and someone may just join a war of someone else even if they're friendly towards you, so you can never be completely sure. But once you gather the information on who may be your enemy, then you can send in the spies or heroes to try and get the finer details. How many armies have they got? Are they strong armies? Are they full of weak units, elite units? Has it got 10 dragons in one army? Where are those armies positioned? Are they near your settlements? Are they going to get to you easily? Is it going to be difficult? Are their settlements undefended? Can we find a good one to attack? Does it have a small garrison? Which ones are the money makers and good for sacking? There's all kinds of information we can gather that could be useful. Here in this Norska campaign, I've highlighted the 3 cities that could be problems for me. I'm going to send my little wolf out here to go and check them out. There's a full stack here from Kislev that may come and get me as I'm besieging this settlement over here with my Norskan armies. So I may need to be ready to retreat or face an outnumbered battle, but at least I have that information now and I'm not going to be caught out by it. There's another smaller army down south, so there's plenty of things to be worried about while I'm near all these Kislev settlements. But my wolf here is keeping me informed and thus helping me stay alive and be prepared for any eventuality. And then similarly, over in the west, I've got another Werkin called Wolfie McWolfface. This is my streamed campaign, and somebody named it that, by the way. I'm using him to simply patrol this area, as I know Empire troops may come after me through this area. They've got the settlement on the edge here, which they could use to get to the sea and get to my settlements quickly, while they're not very well defended. So I can use him to gather information on any armies that may be moving through that area, trying to get after my port settlements here. So having the heroes around just gives me a little bit of a heads up on anything that may be coming my way, and then I can better prepare for it. I can recruit some more troops before they arrive, I could move someone somewhere, I could maybe build an extra building if you had time, a garrison building or something. So yeah, when you've got heroes, make use of them to gather info. So there you go. Like I said, a fairly simple one, and a lot of you are probably doing this already, but newer players may be neglecting their information gathering. Scouting is very important. Now, if you'd like to get involved in this series, here's how you do it. Basically, just comment me your campaign tactic idea, because I honestly don't get much time to actually play campaigns. Any time in Total War Warhammer I spend is usually on making videos for you good people. So you all probably know a lot more than I do about campaign tactics and strategies. Thus, maybe I can turn your knowledge into everyone's knowledge. So feel free to comment me a brief explanation of your tactic, as I'm not going to read them all if everyone is sending me a wall of text, because I don't have time to read all that. So keep it brief. If it's too long, I might not read it. It can be about anything as long as it's not exploitative. I'm not using anything that does glitches or just breaks the game. Not interested in that. So keep it clean. And if you have a save file which I could use that you could send me to demonstrate the very thing that you're talking about, that would be awesome. Would make life a lot easier. It's really easy to send them, so don't worry about that side of it. I can talk you through it if need be. So yeah, drop your campaign ideas in the comments. If I like the sound of it, I'll get in touch and we'll go from there. Of course, I'll give you a shout out in the video if I do turn it into a tactic. So hopefully we can turn this series into a wealth of information for all people on all different factions and all different styles of play. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the future.